comments of the mayor. I want to thank this mayor and council, primarily Mayor Russ Johnson, and all the council people that sit up here. Without their support, this would not have come to fruition. Seemed like an eternity ago, or seemed like an eternity, I should say. I met with the mayor for lunch. It was probably sometime mid to late summer last year, and threw the idea out there to him, and he gave me authorization to come in and pitch the idea to council in a work session. And unanimously, without hesitation, they supported it. They supported it with the understanding that we, as the police department, raised the money so that it didn't cost the taxpayers anything. The gentlemen and the men and women of the department stepped up to the plate, and to date, we've raised probably close to about $75,000 in just about a year's time. So we've been able to buy a vehicle, $17,000 canine vehicle, used vehicle, fully equipped. We were able to buy Ranger. We were able to buy all the other necessary equipment to get the program up and running. And to date, it has cost the taxpayers nothing, but out of the kindness and generosity of many of you in the room and many people from, believe it or not, all over the country, we've received about $75,000. So it's really kind of given me, with all the I don't say animosity, but there's a lot of negativity out there towards the police profession in recent times. And I know it's given me a lot of a renewed faith, given the officers here a renewed faith in the support that is out there for police and for animals working with law enforcement. So it's a credit to everybody that recognizes that we need a dog, and now we're able to have a dog. And I just wanted to mention real quickly before I introduce Patrolman Parker and Ranger, I found this letter from the Director of Public Safety, Andrew Gendron, to the Chief of Police at the time, Roger Ireland. And the letter is dated February 28th, 1972. And Mr. Gendron says, I am favorably impressed by the thorough and excellent written proposal submitted by Pitman officers Paul Borner and David Schottner concerning the establishment of a canine unit in Pitman. However, our use for such a unit at this time does not warrant the investment of time or money. I anticipate, however, that time may come when such a unit would be very advantageous and warrant a much higher priority than it does now. So we did it without the money. We raised it 43 years later, almost 43 years later. And the need is here. There are drugs in this town, there is crime, and we have a handle on it, and this unit is going to help us. So 43 years later, we have a mayor, we have a council that have supported it, and we're going to put it to work. So with that said, I want to introduce Patrolman E.J. Parker and our first canine dog, Ranger. Before they come out, I just want to ask everybody, keep in mind, they just completed patrol school. He still has to go back for scent training in January. The dog will be on the street sometime in March of next year. Okay? This is the dog and handler's first public appearance. So I'm going to have to ask everybody to kind of keep your distance a little bit. We're not going to allow people to approach the dog tonight, unfortunately. He's still in training. We want to get through everything. He is a police dog. He is a canine. So, with that said, Patrolman Parker and Canine Ranger.
Aww. Wow, that is a beautiful dog.
You're beautiful.
Oh, wow. You dog is so trained.
Make sure everybody gets pictures of May with the dog. For those who know me best, there's a lot of irony with me standing a foot away from the dog and tear me apart.
maybe there's a answer to you, Mr. Mr.
I'd like to bring my human shield, Director of Public Safety.
Come heel. 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 You sit.
Try the Bible, sir? You want to try this?
I will. Stagnant.
You want to start his pull on?
Gotta give him a doggy treat.
Yeah, come on. Come on, Mr. West Johnson.
Put paw up there. Do your paw. Do your paw. Do your paw, baby.
Oh.
I get a picture of their face.
This is too cute.
All right, Ranger, you ready? I, K-9 Ranger, do solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, to the governments established in this state and the United States under the authority of the people, so help me God. Congratulations, K-9 Ranger. And I am not putting that collar on.
And we're going to present K-9 Ranger with a collar. He has a badge that's built into the collar, and it actually has his name, Ranger. I'd like to thank Captain McAteer for getting this order and getting it in on time. Much appreciated.
Wow. I haven't seen a dog that trained.
Is there a badge number?
Yeah, what is it? What is it?
Badge number 127.
Gotta play that number tomorrow.
And the last thing I wanted to mention, I just want to read something else. I hate to keep citing things, but I think this is very, very important. As everybody knows, Ranger is named after Alessandro Sandrino Plutino. And I'm going to read a few sentences from an article that was in the South Jersey Times a few years ago. Sandro Plutino, 28, a 2001 Pitman High School graduate, was in his final weeks of a 6-year tour of duty as a U.S. Army Ranger when he was killed by enemy gunfire in August 2011 in Afghanistan while leading his fellow Rangers in an assault. Plutino, a rifle team leader in B Company, 1st Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment, according to the U.S. Army Ranger Association, was serving his 3rd tour in Afghanistan after serving 3 tours in Iraq. This is a quote from his mother. He should have been out in March of 2011, but he left on this special mission on March 7th. He said he had to do it, said Plutino's mother, Diane Hammond. He wanted to be in the Army. On his goodbye cake, there was a picture of him at 4 years old with his wooden gun and camouflage. He wanted to leave high school when he turned 18 to serve, but they wouldn't let him. Then when 9/11 happened, he tried to leave college, but his uncle talked him out of it. After college, he signed up. Well, he never came home. So, Sandrino, at the time, was the 40th young man in the borough of Pitman to be killed in the line of duty. And as a police department, I'm still not sure where the idea came from. And I don't think anybody wants to take credit for it. Not that there really needs to be credit. But somehow the idea came up of naming the dog Ranger after Sandrino and all the other young men that lost their lives serving for our country. So it's a great honor for us to be able to recognize Sandrino and all those individuals by naming our first K-9 Ranger. I just wanted to recognize Sandrino's family that's here. His mom, Diane Hammond, is sitting over here. His sister Brenna and son Braden are over here. Is Natalie here? No, Natalie couldn't make it, but Natalie's parents, Reed and Lena, are here. Reed is a retired Glasgow lieutenant. His aunt and uncle, B.J. McGuigan and Gary McGuigan and cousin Mike McGuigan are also here. And I think they wanted to come up, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
I just wanted to say, it's sometimes hard, but at the same time, it's so rewarding. And the fact that Pitman has stepped up once again to recognize Sandrino's sacrifice really, really means a lot to us as a family. And these are just a couple Ranger shirts. Thank you. Okay? There's a tag there for him. I'm sure you can wear it on his collar or not. Okay?
Certainly can.
And I actually didn't have time